Your thoughts on the weekend back-to-back in general, and I mean, you guys still got 3 out of 4 there.
It was a good start from coming back from the break. Of course, we wanted that first game, but I think it's a pretty good start from us, and we have a pretty tight schedule now that's coming up, and we need to just keep going here.
And obviously the news of Kopp now missing the rest of the season. How do you guys make up for that on and off the ice too with his leadership and his play?
Of course, it's a huge importance to this group. We're gonna miss him a lot, but I think for us it's just gonna be keep going. The guys that are gonna slot in now has to fill those roles and those spots. So for us, it's just gonna be keep going.
For you guys to jump right back into the schedule with the back-to-back, does that help get the legs moving and going under you? Or is it, obviously it's a long time off from and jumping right back into it?
I think so. 2 weeks off from games, and you need to get into it pretty quick. Some get into it quicker than others, and back-to-back, of course, helps with that, with the timing and everything. So I think everybody feels pretty comfortable right now.
And then for you too, just continuing to play with Albert, how have you guys kind of grown in your comfortability with each other as the season has gone on here?
Feels pretty normal, natural, play with him. We play him a lot with each other, and feels pretty good.
And then last one for me, obviously you guys have a game tonight, but then a big 2-game set against Columbus this weekend. How do you stay focused on the task ahead? And you guys just played Minnesota too a couple days ago.
It's going to be a lot of games against the same teams now at the end here. So I think everybody if it's not a game, it's probably a practice day. So I think it's just going to have to be to take every game as serious as possible, because we're going to need all the points we can get here.
Thanks, Simon.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So just to follow up on Andrew Kopp, losing him for that extent of time, what does that do for them?
Well, Andrew's become a real important part of our hockey club. I think that's pretty evident. He's been able to anchor that second-line center, play penalty kill power play, and I thought he was really coming on, playing some of his best hockey. So when you talk about an individual like that and you lose him, it's a big blow. But it is what it is, and I don't mean this disrespectfully to Andrew, but we got to move on. And there's other people in the locker room that have been chomping at the bit to get more ice time and to show their teammates and show the staff and the organization and the fans that they have more to give. And they get an opportunity now, so game on.
Now that it's out, that he's had surgery and everything, can you expand a little on, I mean, he got hurt in that scrum late in the second third. Did he just go in awkwardly, or?
It just, sometimes things happen with shoulders. They get put in an awkward position, and it was during that scrum, and nobody really knew. Obviously, my answers were honest answers. Nobody really knew what was going on up until late Monday night, and here we are Tuesday with the results, and we got to live with them.
What kind of conversations do you have with Steve about moving forward and just with the?
Well, the information we got has been short term, but we have talked, and we've talked about what we're going to do tonight with our lineup and with our team, and that's been it. We'll have more time to talk about long-term look and all that type of stuff, but as we work here, the staff up there continues to do their work, and our job's to coach the players that are in the locker room, try and get the most out of them, and we'll continue to do that.
Anything on Michael Rasmussen?
Nothing that I've heard today yet.
Okay.
So
still day-to-day?
Day-to-day, yeah.
On the ice, you lose a void with Kopp out, but off the ice too, a little bit of that leadership. How do guys kind of step in and help fill that in the locker room?
Well, everybody has something to give, and sometimes it's just a small portion. Sometimes there's a lot, depending on the situation, both on and off the ice. But often when I don't want to use the word suppressed, because that's not how players feel, but often when you're maybe a little further down the food chain, you don't offer what you have. That window's been opened up now because of Copper's absence, and the invitation's there for all the players to step up and give more off the ice, as you asked about, but also on, and it's a good opportunity. We'll be watching. We're anxious to see who's going to step up and who's going to contribute.
Who is coming in tonight?
Fish will come in tonight. Yeah.
Okay.
Todd, can you just talk about the Ville Husso trade? You wanted 3 NHL goaltenders. Well, Steve wanted 3 NHL goaltenders. Should one go down? It's happened that they've used one without him back there. What would be the plan if you need one? And just your thoughts on.
Well, we still, Ville obviously has been a tremendous goaltender for a long time. There's two parts to everything. There's there's goalies Ville's looking for an opportunity to prove that he belongs in the league again. And we feel like we have 3 NHL goaltenders. Jack Campbell played with us in Los Angeles and earned the right to move on and become a starter. We feel we can use him, and we have young goaltenders in the organization that are developing and evolving. But we've got to get the most out of the 2 that we have here right now, both Talbs and Alex Lyon. We've got to play well around them. We've got to defend better and help them out and get the most that we can out of the 2 of them that we have.
You've just go back to the whole missing cop. I mean, Tasker has played center, but is he such a good fit where he is right now? And given where you are in the season, is there a reluctance to maybe try him? Because he did play center a little bit earlier in the season.
I wouldn't say reluctance. I would use the word situational. Here we are, one day into this, and he has played well in that position. He looks very confident there. For as much as he's benefited from playing with those 2 players, they've also benefited from playing with him, in my opinion. And it's something that we would like to keep together. But situations are going to present themselves as we go forward. There may be a time where he does slide back into the center ice hole, and we'll have a plan for that. But right now, it is what it is.